I've come through traumatic experience, and from day one I've come through it with more power, more strength, greater joy, greater capacity to understand. The accident that put me in a wheelchair wasn't diminishing in that sense. It gave me a fundamental new understanding of myself, and I've been tapping into that for 22 years. It sounds cliche, but I was in the darkness, and then I thought, and as I thought, I became aware of light. And wanting to approach the light from the darkness, I had a perception of myself at outstanding speeds, moving at outstanding speeds, and then I became aware that the light was coming from, and my perception was my own eyes that I was seeing from the inside, and then my heart stopped, and my perception is being out of my body. And I was near the ceiling, and I was looking down at my body, and I felt myself explode into 100 billion bits of light, of love, of intelligence, just disintegrate to 100 billion bits of light is the way I perceived it. And then I was instantly back in my body. I was instantly alive and aware. I pointed out a message to my mother, and I told her that I'd seen God face to face. And she said that she felt at that moment that my life would be different. And I focused all of my attention from that moment on getting well, on whatever I had to do to get well. Every single question that I had asked myself were answered. And the answer was fundamentally that the creative energy of the universe, including myself and everything in it, is love. If this is true, if my experience is real, what's the practical aspects of that? How is all of it real? How is love manifest as everything? Principally, all of my life I've been a nature lover. And whenever I felt stressed or hard put or whatever, I'd get myself into nature. If we imitate nature's rules and laws, we can live blessed lives. I have never seen any animal indulge in self-pity. The bird will be sitting on the wire, freezing to death, and all it'll be doing to the last minute, it's fluffing out its wings and trying to keep warm. It's not going to stop doing that, and it's not going to think, why me? Nature favors personal power and empowerment. "99.99% of everything that's ever lived on this planet is extinct. 0.001% is us, the cream of the cream. We're going to have to learn how to change more. So I have what I call lessons from the jungle, how nature manages change. What is it like to be an innovator? What do innovators do? How are you creative? How can you change your mind? If you teach people these techniques, and if you apply those principles, they'll work for you as well. But the first thing is awareness. Do you know what the principles are? And if you don't, well, you know, it's like somebody standing in front of me and urging me to walk. Hey, I'd love to, but you're not helping me here, you know. If you're helping me, you're going to tell me what to do so I can walk. So what we do is we teach the principles of self-motivation. Once you know how to be self-motivated, you're not waiting around. I always ask the question, how many of you have decided that you want your life to end up negatively? And I have never had one person say me. Never. Everyone wants their life to be positive. Do they know how to attain that? Most don't. Costa Rica is the most biodiverse place on earth. When you're there, you'll know it. And you'll start asking yourself, what is it about this place? And then you can find out about it. But to say to someone, I'm going to take you to a power spot, not necessary. I'm going to take you to a heck of a nice waterfall and go sit behind it for 5 minutes and tell me what you feel. It's things like that, they can only be experienced. If you can come down there for about 14 days and experience this creativity, this creation, this creator, this energy for yourself, you'll come away transformed by it. You know, there's an intensity there of life and life-affirming processes and empowerment processes, aside from the fact that it's just great fun. The world is going through monumental changes, and some of us believe that it's a new birthing, it's a spiritual birthing, and how to assist that, and how to facilitate that process. You have to give off positive energy to receive positive energy. If you encounter negative energy, you have to give off more positive to transcend it. If you participate in that, you are participating in cosmos. If you don't participate in that, you are participating in chaos. Good idea, or the idea of good, is out there waiting to happen. You know, paradise is yet to come. And the more we click into it, you know, you can bring your piece of paradise down. And if everybody were to do that, it would be everywhere. The final frontier is not out there. The final frontier is in here. I used to have a God concept, if you will, that I could visit, and then now I have one that I can't hide from. Here's the deal I have with God. You know, I do all of the work, He gets all of the credit, and everything's okay, you know. I'm fine with that idea.